Good morning, everybody. It's the last day of 2025. Hooray! I'm excited. That means I only have about another 4 weeks before the 1 month or the 1 year anniversary of me starting to go to church again. Although this time to the Episcopal Church, and that's the difference. I try really hard not to talk down about other Christian religions, especially the one that I grew up in. I may not agree with it, but it is a part of my ancestral, my ancestors' beliefs. And that's still important to me. My ancestors are very important to me. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here today. And that's what's special. I'm hoping that 2026 will be a good year. If it's not, then it is what it is, because I always try to make the best of every situation. I hope all of you do as well. Trying to keep a smile on your face when you're hurting down inside is not easy. I grew up doing that. I think many of us have, actually. A lot of people, especially in my generation and the newer generations, have had to do that because our parents tend to have this perspective of perfection for their children. And I think every parent does. And although things have become more open and accepted, it's still not always easy. And that's what it is. It's fine. We have to accept it as it is. That's how I've seen it. And I've mellowed out. I accept myself for who I am. I accept the world for how it is, the good and the bad. And I've decided, instead of keeping a smile on my face and being miserable inside, that I will turn that around. I no longer look at the world and see the bad. I see the good. I try to find, even in the worst times, I try to find that little speck of silver lining. Because there's always one. No matter what, there is always one. And it's great. That is what makes the world a great place, my friends. That little silver speck. This is a little longer than I planned, but that's okay. Hope is kind of the message right now. 2025 has been the year of revelation for me, the year of changes. Some, actually, I would say they've all been great. I have been in one of the best states of mind this year, and I'm looking forward to getting better through 2026. That doesn't mean that my mental health isn't perfect, because it's far from it. My mental health, well, let's just say I have some insecurities. I think a lot of us do. Mine come from a long stemming viewpoint of family. Because, let's be honest, I didn't have it easy. A lot of kids don't. A lot of people weren't raised in the best of environments all the time. Let's be honest with each other about this. And that's okay. We've got to let our past work itself out. We can work through the past by journaling, by talking to people we care about. And, figuring out ways of getting through it. And that's what I'm working on. Right now, I've got a friend very dear to me who today and tomorrow are going to be really hard days for her. Because this time, December 31st, 2024, she still had her baby. He was a few months old, 5 months, I believe. And he was alive. And then the morning of January 1st, 2025. And yes, I'm going to cry because it broke my heart. He passed away from SIDS. And let's be honest, I'm not one that handles death well. And especially one so young. And when it comes to the death of anybody who's young, especially a baby, I have to remember, only the good die young. Do I believe that entirely? No. But what other reason is it for it? There's a reason why God takes babies. And sometimes I think it's that they would have had more challenges. I think that's why God takes anybody, is that he's seen them have enough challenges. Or he sees what their challenges are going to be and it's going to be too hard for them. And it's not easy. It's not easy to see that, but it's inevitable. And that's okay. That's definitely okay. And yes, this is definitely, my whole thing with her is that I keep hoping for the best for her. And although it's a hard time for her, I'm here if she needs me, and she knows that. We have always been there for each other since we met, and that's been 4 years in February or March. I can't remember which. And that's pretty miraculous and special. She was there for me, even though we hardly knew each other at the time. My cousin passed. One of my cousins. I think he was the last cousin that passed away. He was the first one that passed away since I moved. I know that. I think he was the last major. He was the first because my cousin Donna passed away that year as well. And that was even harder, losing Donna. But that's because I didn't get to know her well enough. I got to spend quite a bit of time with her, but I still didn't know her well enough. Where this other cousin was more of a father to me than my own dad. I didn't know him when I was young. I didn't know him that well when I was young, I should say, because he had some issues going on in his life. But he was always there, always accepting, never once judged, just welcomed me, always. And his dad was the same way. His dad was one of the most gentle people. And honestly, that was part of what initiated my move back to Utah, was when my great uncle passed away. Because losing my great uncle was hard, and I couldn't handle being that far away anymore. I need to be here for people. Because that's what I do. I take care of others. That's what I was put here to do. And so I'm going to continue to do that. And I'll be okay with it. She just groaned a little bit. But, that's just life. We'll all be fine. We'll all do well. If you ever need anything, reach out. I do have my business number linked if you guys need it. I know my long form videos don't get a lot of watching, and that's okay. That's okay. I honestly, yes, it sometimes hurts because I put a lot of effort into these. But at the same time, sometimes they'll just get watched when people need it the most. Take care and Happy New Year, everybody. I will definitely talk to you guys tomorrow, but still, enjoy your New Year's Eve. And drink responsibly if you do drink. And if you don't, well, there you go too. I don't drink. Partially because of meds, but partially because I don't like waking up the next morning feeling the way that it makes me feel. So, yeah. Do enjoy and take care. God bless everyone. Love you all. He loves you as well.